All right, so we're going to talk about a number line. And so we're going to come over here, and we're going to draw a number line, and we put the arrows on the end to make it the idea that we're going to go on forever and ever. We put 0 somewhere in the middle area, but it doesn't have to be. And we don't even really have to include 0. And then we make our marks, and we put the integers sometimes, and so we could put decimals if we want. And so I'm going to just label this with like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Then it would go backwards, -1, -2, -3, -4, and so forth, and it can keep going. And if we were going to put, maybe, if they asked you to graph 3.5, then I might put a 3 and a 4. Okay, notice I don't even have 0 at all, but 3 is on this end and 4 is on this end, okay? And so I might go 3.1, 3.2, and I want to make sure 3.5 is in the middle, so I might do that a little different. I might come in here and make sure that 0.5 is in the center, okay? So then I have 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, and then 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, and 10. So then this would be 3.1, and 3.2, and 3.3 would be right here. I might put it in yellow just so that we can see it. Okay. And actually, if we were labeling, if we were doing 3.3, okay. If we were doing 3.5, we'd put 3.5 right there, because that would be at 3.5. Okay. But if we were wanting to graph maybe 100, I wouldn't start clear at 3. I might start at 90, 100, and 110, and then I could graph 100. Okay,
right.
So we just kind of spread it out like that. Okay, let's pause it for here. All right, so the absolute value of a number is the distance from 0. The number 4 and -4 are 4 units from 0. I'm going to draw that. Okay, so here we go. I have 0 here. I've got the number 4 over here and -4 here. This distance here is 4. That distance is also 4. Even though I'm at -4, they both have a distance of 4. Okay? Right. And so when we talk about absolute value or distance from 0, we put those little lines around it. Okay? The distance from 0 to 4 is 4. And the distance from 0 to -4 is also 4. So you can also look at absolute value as a way of turning whatever is, no matter what I put into these two lines, it always comes out positive.
Okay.
And I probably should have labeled this at the top, absolute value. Okay. And so, let's do some of these down here. So if I put in here absolute value of 51, what's the absolute value of 51?
51.
51. If I come in here and I did the absolute value of -12.
Negative, or just 12?
Just 12, because it's the same. The distance from 0 to -12 is the same as just 12, right?
Right.
What about if I did a fraction? I wonder how that matters. If I did the absolute value of 3/8, how does that affect anything?
Would it just be 3/8?
It would just be 3/8. It doesn't make a difference if it's a fraction. What if it's a really ugly decimal looking thing and I did absolute value of -89.023? How does that?
Just be the same thing.
Yes. Do I keep the negative or not?
No.
So it's positive.
Yes.
89.023. Okay. So then,
is this just the same thing?
yes, so you're going to just, it says write the opposites of the numbers. What's the opposite of 17?
-17.
-17.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So it's just they're flipping it.
Right. Now we're going to do some math with absolute values.
Oh.
Oops. Not too bad. Really not too bad. So if I come in here and I go the absolute value of 16 plus the absolute value of -43. Now, when you're writing these, we need to make sure that 16 looks like a 16. I didn't do as well. I might even change colors next time. We're going to do the absolute value parts first. Okay? So the absolute value of 16 is 16. Bring my plus down. What's the absolute value of -43?
43.
43. Now we just do it as before. And so just add it together.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and so 16 plus 43 is 59. Okay? And so let's do this one also. I'm going to change colors with my absolute value so that I know that it's really a number negative 69 in there, because last time that 16 looked like I got confused with it. Okay, so what is the absolute value of negative 69?
69.
All right, 69. We keep that minus. There's no absolute value there. Okay, then we just do the math. 69 minus 38?
31.
31. Okay?
Okay, yeah, it's not bad at all.
Not bad at all. Now let's get a little longer. We're going to put some more stuff in that absolute value. We're going to let's change that color just to make sure. So I have a 2 plus a 14 in there, and I have a negative 10 in there. Okay, we're going to treat that absolute value also like a parentheses. Okay, so we're going to do 2 plus 14, which is the absolute value of 16. Is he bothering you under there?
It was fun. He was nibbling on me. It scared me.
And so we'll bring that down, and that's a 16 inside there, and the absolute value of 16 is
16.
good. And we're going to bring down our minus. Absolute value of negative 10 is
10.
10. Okay.
6.
Very good. Okay.
Not bad at all.
All right. I think you can do those.
Yep.
Pretty good. All right.